Good morning, bro. Okay, so hello. My name is Ivan. I'm 21. Sorry, and in this video, in this in this channel, in this entire channel, I want to dedicate myself to language learning. I've created this channel to improve my English speaking abilities. Also, by the way, like by helping other people to motivate other people as well to maybe start learning a new language or do some self-improvement habits, and yeah. Anyway, right now my English is not that great. I'd say that it's rather sometimes I'm really bad at speaking in English because I don't really have that much opportunities for practice. But on the other hand, it's like a cope because even though I live in Russia, right now I'm working at the gym as a fitness coach and as a young man who is on self improvement. Sorry, I'm like a little bit ill, but it's not a problem. Recording for me is more important than just sit around and complaining about like, oh, I'm ill, whatever. I can speak. My mind is clear. I woke up today at 4:30 a.m. and yeah, I had a training session, workout with a client, and 5 a.m. Right now it's 7 a.m. and I'm sat here and recording this video. Yeah, and the cool thing is, okay, so I want to post these kinds of videos consistently, hopefully every single day in the same location, in the same place. This is like a little coaching room, like it is the room for fitness trainers in the gym. You know, it's called coaching. I don't know how it's called. In our gym, it's we have the English translation. It's called coaching area. Probably it's wrong because people who have written this they probably can't speak English because it was just like a literal translation. I don't know. Maybe it exists. I wonder how is it called in real English speaking country like this sort of area, this room. We have a little bit. Maybe I can show you, but I'll do it later. My main purpose is to speak to you, and by doing that, I'll improve. I will eventually get better at speaking, and these videos are not limited by any time, by I mean length. I will speak as long as I want, and because I gotta do this. I've started watching self improvement videos. That's like 2 or 3 years ago. I don't remember. Probably in May 2022, 2022 or 2022. Like it's different in pronunciation. Probably British American, whatever. I just gotta keep struggling, keep going, keep trying, keep speaking, pronouncing the words, just just the way I can. Yeah, that probably was correct. Okay, yeah. What else do I want to talk about? Basically, the cool thing is, as I've said before, is I can control my mind. I've absorbed so much information in English, but just by watching YouTube. I was watching like Hamza, Andrew Tate, and Andrew Huberman, David Goggins, all of that wonderful man out there who are spreading their seed of self improvement, who are motivating other people to go to the gym, basically, to don't have a shitty existence, to work hard on yourselves, to stay focused on yourself, to be selfish in some way, to not sacrifice yourself for other people. And damn, that's really important. I don't, I didn't, I almost never realized how important this advice actually is, because you as a young man, as a man in general, you better do not sacrifice yourself to desires of other people, because they will not pay respect you for that, because just like an average man is getting in the marriage, he is having a children, and he's working hard for waking up, doesn't complain every single morning, working at this job that he doesn't really like that much, but the most priority for him is to make his children, his wife and family safe, feed them well, and buy them something. Okay, that's good, but his man is not happy. He's not happy, and his wife not respecting him that much. Of course, she does, but there is no that much of real love, desire between them, and his children don't respect him, and all that is to say is that I don't want to be that man, and I've decided for myself that I will never ever sacrifice myself, my own life, my own dreams, my own like thoughts, ambitions for other people, for a woman, for like a family. Of course, I mean, I love my own family. My parents, they are they are how we can we name the how can we call it? We cannot replace these people. They are irreplaceable people. They are only the only irreplaceable people in our life, I guess. Our parents and our siblings. Okay, even though maybe I do not quite understand the real value of the family sometimes. I'm too selfish, but of course it is important. We gotta we gotta value, we gotta appreciate our family. Even my sister sometimes, even though we are not even speaking to each other, we are in the different age group. I'm 21 right now, and she is like 16 or something. Yeah, so that's it. All that is to say is that what's really important for you is to keep working on yourself and to do self improvement habits. I try to do them a lot, even though I'm struggling a lot. I'm I've started watching Hamza like a few years ago, and my life went up and almost instantly. But as soon as I was thinking that, as soon as I was thinking that uh, I already know what is self improvement. I already know all the good habits. All I gotta do, and eventually I've started watching less of self improvement videos, and my life kind of went down. And now I end up like watching porn sometimes, actually, quite often, unfortunately, and I don't know how to overcome it. I don't know how to do that, even though there were times when I were uh, completely abstaining myself from this destructive habit, which is porn, for like I believe 9 or 8 months straight, never ever, not even a single time watching these disgusting videos. And now, even though I'm supposed to be stronger, more mentally healthier, and all of that stuff, and now here I am, just like almost starting from scratch. But I don't think I'm starting from scratch. I'm getting more life experience, but I'm still struggling with porn. Even though when I was like 19, I was thinking like I will never go back to porn. And but here I am, like in a deep rut, probably. Maybe it's just in my head, and I can quit that in a second. And maybe something is wrong with my mentality, with my mindset, but I still firmly, strongly believe that I can achieve anything I want in life. I can make thousands of dollars, even though I'm making like a few $100 a month right now. I'm working at a gym, and actually, I'm not complacent, of course, but I like this work. I like being around these people in the gym. I'm always, literally, I'm living here. I'm sleeping here. I have a little inflatable bed. Inflatable. I'm sorry, I don't know how to call it. I probably would. I should probably look it up, but that's also a cool part that I'm talking about the things that are really important for me, that are really existing in my everyday life. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, what else can I talk about? The whole practice of the whole purpose, goal of this channel for me is to get used to speaking English, to express myself the most efficient and eloquent and like effortless maybe manner way to, like, I want to speak English better, talking about the things that I really like talking about. Also, like, if you don't know, I really deeply, intrinsically, like, love, deeply love learning another foreign languages. My native language is Russian. My second language is English, and also I can speak a little bit of French, Spanish, and I was actively learning Chinese and Japanese a few years ago, probably like a year ago, something. It's very difficult for me to speak those two last languages because they are Asian languages. They are hard, very hard to speak and to learn in general, but I can already understand a little bit of information, a little bit of content in these languages on YouTube. And anytime I want, I can go and learn the language, any language I want. Currently, I have experience in English, of course. That's my next language to Russian. I have the most capabilities, mm, to express myself, to speak this language, and to operate this language for my own life. Also, next I have French. I can speak it fairly decently, but of course, with lots of mistakes, and I express myself poorly in this language. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, because yeah, let's train this structure because of the feeling of illness. Because I'm ill, or since I'm ill, I can feel in my throat a little this this unpleasant feeling of I don't know how's it called, this liquid in your nose when you are sick. It's called phlegm or something like that. And I it sound it becomes uncomfortable for me to speak actually when I have this like phlegm in my throat. So I gotta from time to time I gotta to press the pause button and to clear my throat like this, like to keep speaking to you. Yeah, and you know what? I really like speaking to you, and you can you can follow my way of thinking in some way because this is so wonderful to talk to another people in your non-native language because it I can discover new world with every single conversation, with every single sentence that I'm creating. I'm making a new pathways, new neural circuits in my brain. I'm getting used to the language. I improve my pronunciation automatically, and this activity is actually very, very beneficial for you. If you are also a language learner, just like I am, I have a little advice for you. It is that keep speaking to camera. Just record, just sit straight, have your phone or little camera and press the little red button recording and keep trying. Don't be afraid of making any kinds of mistakes. I have to admit that for the my comprehension skills in English are very high. Really, that's true. I can understand very, very rapid, quick speech in English, but when it comes to speaking, when it comes to creating my own sentences, I'm slacking. I'm lagging. I'm I'm showing the poor performance. I don't know how to express that, but and that's why I've decided that in order to improve my speaking abilities in English, what I gotta do, I gotta speak more. As a famous linguist, his name is Steve Kaufman. Actually, I really like watching him, and he says that in order to speak better, you gotta speak a lot. And there is no correlation between you listening. Like, listening is very important, it's cool, it's very useful, but it will never ever help you with your speaking. No matter how many hours, thousands of hours you spend on your listening, of course, it will improve your comprehension skills and will drastically improve your vocabulary. It will improve. It will improve your ability to understand different accents, different people, and that's why I love YouTube so much, because YouTube is actually such an incredible place, an incredible, wonderful platform where we can find literally any kinds of people, any kinds, any kind of people. You know, I'm making mistakes literally every single time. If you are a native English speaker, you probably your ears hurt sometimes when you are listening to me, and I'm sorry for that. I really want to improve my English speaking abilities, my active producing language skills, not only in English actually, but in other languages as well. For example, I also have YouTube channels for my French, for my Spanish. I recorded a video in Spanish yesterday, just like, no, nothing crazy like this, like this, just talking head videos in different languages, and all I do is actually like this. What do I do in life? I like train consistently because I'm happy enough to work at the gym. I don't have a shitty job because okay, fair enough. Like working as a fitness coach is still like a normal job, but I don't hate my life that much. Probably it's not a good thing because maybe I'm not pushing hard enough to strive for making money online and to create my own product, but at least I'm doing something good, something productive. I'm training every single day because I'm living at the gym, literally. And if come to think about it, actually, I'm sorry, like my thoughts just like skipping around. I can show you everything in this gym in my life. This channel is not about something specific, which is not that good for a business if I try to sell you something, but it's very good for showing you who I am as a person. I know like the light here is a little bit weird, but whatever. I don't know how to make it better. It's not that important. The most important here is keep speaking for me, keep talking. Literally, I don't even need that much. I need is my phone. I'm really grateful for my electronic devices because they give me an access to the internet, and specifically my phone, my iPad. I also have a laptop, which I, which I, which probably which, probably what, which I don't, which I very rarely use, and in most of the cases, in most of the times, it's sufficient. It's enough for me to use my phone for recording videos, for watching videos on YouTube, and reading something in English or in other language. And I also have my little iPad, which is I removed the cover. The cover probably I will take it back because uh, randomly, like yesterday, I've realized that I don't want to have a cover for my iPad, even though like, do you know what model it is? It's like iPad Pro 2017, iPad Pro 10.5 inch, and it still runs great, even though it does not support the latest iPad OS version. But whatever, I can still the display here is awesome, and I can watch tons of YouTube videos here. YouTube works awesome in this tablet, and I have a LTE SIM card. I'm independent of location. I have internet access, separate. This is like separate phone. I also have WhatsApp for my work, and that's good. I really like it. And specifically, I'm not wearing the case. I'm just enjoying this thinness, this like pure aluminum, like pure perfection of this like device. I really like it, and the same thing with my phone. But I realized that when I'm sitting at the table and I wanted to type, I really like when my iPad is like standing like this. So probably I will have to take it back, the cover, and the iPad will become like bulky and more thick, and I don't really like that. I have this pureness. Even though I'm not scared of dropping it, of scratching it, because this is life. We don't serve to our devices serve to us. And the same thing with my phone. Recently, I've removed my phone case because I've realized that all of this time, and actually throughout my whole history with phone usage, I've always used them in cases. But I've a few like a week ago, a few weeks ago, a friend of mine who is also a coach, fitness trainer here in this gym in Russia, he took off his phone case, and that was a little bit strange for me. I asked him, "Why did you do that?" And he said a very interesting thing actually. He said that, no, basically, well, um, that he said that I've already said to you before is that if you don't really enjoy it, then why are you wearing this phone case if you don't really enjoy it? Or are you scared of dropping it? Whatever. If it drops, like this is the fate of this phone. You gotta buy. You will go and buy next one, and that is so interesting concept for me because throughout my whole entire life I was scared of dropping my phone, of scratching my Apple Watch, of like cracking my iPad or something. And I always tried to protect my devices because I tried to preserve, to save these devices in the most perfect ever condition. But why should I do that? My life is not endless, and the lifespan of this device is also not limitless. So what is the point of staying, of saving it in as much pure condition as possible if you don't enjoy it? If you do enjoy wearing a phone case, that's different, of course. But just for myself, I've realized that I don't really enjoy wearing a phone case. And yeah, for that, if if that's the case, then I realized that I don't really want to do that anymore. And all that I do, and I've just removed it, and now I'm enjoying every single day with like with this iPhone shape, with this matte glass on the back panel, all this like stainless steel frame, all of that stuff. I'm not right now. I'm wearing an actual phone. I'm interacting with an actual designed masterpiece of technology, and not and most of the time I'm interacting not with the plastic $2-3 plastic case from China. I'm interacting with actual phone, and it's so much more wholesome experience for me. I know that's weird topic to talk about, but I've seen actually a few videos about it in English, and yeah, I really get it. I really get the idea. I understand why people do so, and right now I really like it as well. Of course, I can drop my phone like by accident, and it will crash, but I don't really care. I will go buy another one because that will mean that I will have another adventure of looking for a new phone, of finding the best price, and trying to uh, find like a best phone out there. Actually, is interesting. It's interesting to do that. Some the exact process of finding the phone, of looking for this like phone, actually it's really interesting. Okay, what else can I talk about? Right now I'm recording this video for already for 29 minutes. It's actually 30, actually exactly 30 minutes as I'm here. And right now I don't really have that much work. It's 7:42, 7:42 a.m. in the morning, and I can keep going for ages. And what else I will do? Mm, you know what? I'm not tired of speaking to you in English, but of course I'm still making huge amount of mistakes as I'm talking, and I don't really know how to get how to get away from it, how to get rid of that, of mistakes. I mean, sorry. Okay, and yeah, I like reading in English. I like, of course, obviously, I like watching YouTube in English. I very much like it because there are, as I've said before, there are lots of different accents, different people, actually entire worlds. You can see entire world just by watching YouTube. You can make a virtual trip to any country you want, to any culture. You can listen to people from all over the world in any language you want, at least in popular languages. Of course, obviously, I can do that in English, in French, in Spanish, in Chinese, and in Japanese, and probably in German. And I don't need much more. Probably Armenian a little bit. I'm also learning a little bit of Armenian, and I like this language, but it's not quite popular, and I think it's not that useful. Just very niche language, but it's interesting to learn, and I think that it it will not be completely useless for me. And yes, I've realized one thing, that I'm actually, fortunately, I feel like I'm capable enough to express all of my thoughts, pretty much all of it, in English. But sometimes I'm not really quick, I'm not fluent with finding the best structure. I'm not sounding I'm not sounding like a native speaker, of course. Uh, People can easily recognize that foreigner, foreign, I'm a foreign person, because I'm not using sometimes the expressions. Sometimes I use the wrong words, and if honestly, if I could, I would use. If I could, I would use other words. If only I knew. And the problem is, when I'm watching something in English, I can understand all of it. There is no problem for me at all, or at all, at all. There's a subtle difference between American and British pronunciation, and it's difficult for me to choose what to use, because I I know both of the variants. I've listened to both of the options, and I cannot relate myself to neither of that, to both of that. I mean, I cannot. I don't feel relatable to neither American accent or British accent, because I'm Russian. I don't know what to use. I know pretty much how to pronounce, how to how sounds American accent and how sounds British accent. Probably I'm speaking more of like American accent in my in general, but sometimes, because I was influenced by people in the UK, specifically by Hamza, If you don't know who it is, just type in YouTube Hamza self improvement. You will quickly find this man, and this guy speaks in some sort of British English, and his accent a little bit strange, but I like it. I like the message he is giving to the young generation of young men, and this is so purposeful. Yeah, and honestly, I'm just wondering how much time will it take for me to improve, to actually feel the improvement of in my English speaking abilities, because I'm not a beginner in English, I'm not an intermediate in English, I'm more like an advanced speaker, not speaker but listener. Certainly I can understand 90% of YouTube content, everything, but especially uh, classic literature, like or some poetry or something in English, it's very difficult for me still. Sometimes it's like very difficult, sometimes I can bear with it, and I don't practice that much, and I would like to do that, but I gotta work. I have work in my gym. I have other languages to learn, and for me, learning English, I've kind of unfortunately stopped it, and I the problem is that I do not want to stop it because I love this language very much, and this language, thankfully, thanks to this language, and I've started learning other languages because there are much more content in English for learning other languages than it is in Russian. Okay. What else? I'm just free basically. I'm not talking to you with a specific like topic. I just talk about what comes to my mind to formulate my thoughts better in future. This whole channel is dedicated to improving to my own self-development, because when we think about it, what happens to you when you are speaking another language that you are learning? Because I believe that I'm still learning English. I'm not complacent with my current level of English at all, and I really want to keep going. Uh, that's 100%. I gotta keep progressing, but I don't really know how to do that. And I realized that probably I don't need that much. I All I gotta do is listen a few minutes a day, like not a few minutes, like maybe an hour, like maybe 2 hours a day. That's that's a lot actually, because I have other languages to learn, like half an hour up to an hour a day of pure listening in English, something interesting to my own life, relatable to my own life, and then recording. But recording it also takes some time, because uh, right now I'm recording for 39 minutes, and but it's interesting. It's really interesting, and I'm really grateful for this, that I've started this video, and I'm actively improving myself, because with every single word that I pronounce here, and you can hear me, I improve myself. I'm getting better at speaking, specifically because you remember, no no matter how many hours you spend listening, you become better at speaking, specifically only by speaking. No matter which way you choose, you gotta speak. Either it will be or I don't know how to say it. Either will it be speaking to yourself, literally without camera, but obviously I could do that, but I don't really like it. I don't really find it. I don't find sense in it because, of course, there is common sense in it, good sense, but I don't enjoy it. I'd rather just press recording and talk to a camera rather than just talking into nothing. And when I'm recording, I can save this video for later. I can upload it on YouTube, and I will go back to it and compare myself to when I was like younger, when I was earlier, and at the earliest stages of my speaking journey, specifically in English. Specifically in English. This channel is in English because I want to be a successful polyglot in the future. I want to travel all around the world. Man, I'm just like talking to you. I mean, even though my life is so hard, so sometimes feel like I'm depressed very often, but when I'm sat here just speaking to you, just trying to improve myself a little bit in English, I've realized that my life is actually not that bad because I'm not ill. I have legs, I have arms, I have clear thinking mind, and the most important, I have the desire for freedom, for work, for discipline, for not wasting my life, not wasting my potential, to be purpose driven young man. And I know it sounds easier said than done because I'm struggling a lot, hugely suffering. Sometimes I don't even know why, but keep slacking, relapsing, all of that stuff. I'm 21, and I hope, I guess, in the future I will get better at my own good habits. Even though sometimes I was thinking a few like months ago, a year ago, that I will never go back to bad habits. But here I am, where I am right now, and I'm trying to improve myself. That's the most important part. Never stop working on yourself, even though it feels like sometimes it feels like you're completely stopped your development, you've stopped your all of your good habits, you are not on self-improvement anymore. Remember, that's not the case. That's not how it works. Our life is not linear. Our life is like this random ups and downs, and it's actually in many areas in our life, whether it be language learning or your own self-improvement or the gym. Of course, we all would love to have it more more of like a linear progress, like consistent progress, but unfortunately that's not how it works. I mean, probably, maybe there are some people out there in this planet who can progress linearly, but that's not me. Probably that's not you. And all we gotta do is literally just trying to do what we can, and never ever lose the desire to improve yourself. And for that matter, that's really important to surround yourself with the right people, because when I stopped watching Hamza, for example, I started losing my interest to self-improvement. Actually, deep inside myself, I know that self-improvement is the most important thing ever in the world. That's the only reason that keeps me alive, basically, to improve myself, to learn new things, including languages, of course. to read books, to learn new people, to meet new people, to go speak to girls, speak to new guys. Literally, I have in this gym lots of opportunities every single day, not just in the gym, but in the whole shopping mall where is my gym located. Every single day, uh, there are lots of pretty girls, lots of guys, lots of like people of all sorts of classes. I can talk to, I can walk up to anybody and say something, and I've tried to do that, fortunately, but I don't do that every single day, and I would love to do that every single day, but sometimes I just don't do it because I'm scared, I'm like shy or something, and I hate that. I hate that part in myself that from stops me from going up to new people and talking and trying to say something, to give a compliment or something. And yeah, I'm just regretting sometimes, but that's not the point. Of course, I've lost many opportunities. I could have ended up much better in life if I was doing like the right things, the other things in life at 21 years old. But at least I'm not completely lost. I'm not a complete like loser. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't have casual sex, even though I like spending time with girls. I really enjoy flirting with girls. I like feel the desire for a girl, but I don't really have to specifically like sleep with her or something, do something like dirty, because it's not safe. For firstly, it's not safe. It's a risk of unexpected problems, and secondly, there is no pretty much no reason in doing so. It's just our instincts, and you don't have to do that if you don't want to. I just do what I want. That's the super utmost important rule of my life, to do what you want. Never ever sacrifice your desire, your opinion. I mean, my opinion, of course, it can change and it can fluctuate as soon as I'm going through my life, but I will never ever let it be influenced by other influence by other people, and I will do something only if I want to do it. Of course, when it comes to like everyday situations, sometimes we don't have control over our some circumstances, but in most of the cases we have control over our actions and over our thoughts, and a little bit over our body. But when it comes to instincts, sometimes we don't really have that much as we think. But in general, yeah, we can train hard. It's under, over our control. We can eat clean, which I'm hugely struggling in this sphere right now. I'm not eating clean right now. I used to do that. I used to eat very clean. The same time, it was the same time I was not having problems with porn. Right now, I'm not in this position. I'm having some problems, I would say, in this area, but that's not a big deal. I will get out of this rut in some time. I just gotta keep going, keep tracking my progress, keep trying, at least keep trying. Even though sometimes I feel like I cannot do pretty much at all in this life. I don't really have that some specific skills or some kinds of, I don't know, possessions, or what else can I have to feel that I'm well established in this life? So money, status. I don't really have that much of that, but at least all that I can do is to keep practicing, keep trying. I already can speak a few languages. That 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 can be achieved not by very many people, and that's good. That's nice achievement already. Also, I don't. I really love self-improvement. I love watching self-improvement content. I love like training consistently, and I love learning other languages, reading, and improving myself. But sometimes it's really difficult to implement and to stick to your plan, to stick to your own uh, the best the best wish for yourself. I don't know. Of course, my mind, I do know what do I need. I wish the best for myself, and you wish the best for yourself also. But that's not enough. Of course, I know in like logically in my mind that I don't need to eat junk food. I don't need to watch porn. That's bad for me. And if I don't do that, I will be better off in the future. But there's for some reason that's not enough to stop me from these bad habits sometimes. And that's an interesting question. That's an interesting topic to talk about. That's an interesting problem to solve in the future, because my life is designed to be for solving problems, and I should be grateful probably to have these problems in my life, because I think that having problems in your life means that you are still alive, and you have the blessing, you have this wonderful opportunity to keep going with your life, to continue your life, your existence on this planet Earth. And you have with every single day you have another opportunity to improve yourself, to become 1% better. I don't know, some people say that it's some strange thing, some bullshit, or no, I don't know. But I think that getting better 1% at the time is pretty reasonable strategy, especially when it comes my language acquisition journey. Okay, right now I'm recording for 53 minutes and 40 seconds. I'm pretty proud of it, since uh, no, no, I'm sorry. That construction that I was trying to use. It 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 it's gotten very difficult to me to express it in English. Okay, I even forgot what I was talking about. Okay, doesn't matter. Basically, whatever. I just love. Okay, I love speaking English, even though I make lots of mistakes. But anyway, I can express my ideas pretty clearly, and with every single video, I will get better and better at speaking, at expressing myself even more. But I'm not sure that in the future with every single video I will be progressing. I'm not sure about it. but I cannot be sure 100%. And that's why we gotta trust the process. Literally, heard I've heard of that. I've heard people speaking about it, especially Steve Kaufman in his language acquisition journey. When it comes to language learning, for example, you gotta just trust the process. Trust the process, and basically just trust that you will get better. Because when I was starting learning French, when I started learning French, for example, I was not sure that I will get I will get to the level at which I am right now. But I'm on the pretty decent level in French. I can understand lots of things on YouTube in French, lots of things, and I can even speak. I can even like yap a little bit in French, just like I do in English. But my English is much better. My spoken English is much better than my French, but doesn't matter. Eventually, with every single video, I will be trying to subconsciously, my brain will be trying. I gotta trust my own brain and keep pronouncing these wonderful English words, like watching my lips, pronouncing these words, improving myself, trying to be understood, trying to express myself a little bit better, and it all just depends on practice, depends on how much time I've spent speaking it. And even if, when, for example, I spend, if I can spend, if I spend a few like a 30 minutes a day in the morning, just speaking English and then uploading video to YouTube, I can in 1 year, in 6 months, I will have nice, like, lots of videos daily where I will see my progress. Maybe some people will see me. That's awesome, and I will keep trying. I will keep trying to express myself better, and I can talk about everything I want. We can discuss everything, because I like this sensation of freedom. I'm not here learning English. I'm not constrained by some textbook or some teacher. I never liked that in my life. All I like I am too much of a like freedom loving guy probably sometimes, because I just do what I want. I only like doing what I really enjoy doing. Fortunately, I enjoy doing relatively good habits. I'm like learning languages, and we have YouTube these days. We have all kinds of people here explaining different stuff in English, and I can create my own content, even though it's supposed to be like more just like a practice. I really enjoyed this conversation with you today, and I will get I will be ending this video soon. I don't know how to say it in a more like authentic way. I'm going to call it a day. I've heard this expression recently from one guy here at my gym who is also speaking English. He's from Africa. There are actually two guys, and one of them said that call it a day, something like that. Yeah, and then today I will learn something else in English, and then I will try to speak some French and some Spanish, just like this, sitting here with you and talking to you, basically. Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot for watching this video. That was it. That was my practice for English speaking today, and I will see you in the next one. And also, by the way, if you want to connect with me, you can drop me a line in Telegram, you can drop me a little comment, and if you want, we can hop on video call together and talk about different things, discuss something, and practice our English. If you are also learning English, for example, or if you are learning French or Spanish or Russian, I can help you with that. We can have um, some sort of language exchange, something like this. Yeah, if you're interested in that, you can contact me. Yeah, top link in the description, bro. See you in the next one, bro. Peace.